Hey beautiful human, thanks for clicking on this video. If you're new here, my name is Rose and you're watching my fitness struggle. I am actually currently doing a challenge, the 75 hard challenge. And if you want to know more about that, I'll link the very first video to the series in the description box. Today is day 14 and I'm actually taking a rest day because I've been pounding my body all week with just 3 workouts a day, which is not the best thing. So today's gonna be a rest day, an active rest day, because I still have to get 2 workouts in. So the first workout I decided to do is a spin session. It's just gonna be a super low intensity. The goal is really to just get my heart rate up just a tad and also to get some sweat going. That's gonna count as one workout. And then later this evening, once the sun has gone down, I'll go for my typical walk. And then let's see, on the menu today or for plans, I still have to wash my hair and I also have to do some meal prepping because I go back to work at this coming week. Will I get all that accomplished? And I still have to kind of clean up around here. Will I get all that accomplished? We shall see. At bare minimum, when it comes to food prep, I at least want to be ready for the first 2 days, which is Monday and Tuesday, because I can always find time on Wednesday to get the rest of the things going. So let's go ahead and start with this slow spin session. Hopefully I don't get too out of hand and decide to pump it up. So 45 minutes on the spin bike, let's go get it. So here's my workout bike. It's nothing super fancy. It gets the job done. It's a Sunny bike. I got this for a birthday gift maybe 3 years ago. Might be a bit longer, but at least 3 years ago. And so we're just gonna ride it, prop it in front of the TV, and put on a show that's gonna keep me interested in moving at a slow but steady pace. Went by kind of fast. So during the show, I would stay seated, just kind of play with the resistance a little bit. Because my goal was to just get a sweat, get my heart going. And then during commercials, I would crank up the resistance a little bit. This bike is old. And then up, and then just down. Up. And down, up, oh my gosh, and down for the entire commercial break. And that is the workout. That's the workout. I'm done. Okay, so now my friend Christian is doing a core challenge over on Instagram. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out those moves right now. Let me just cool down, hydrate. Yeah, so let me do that. Whew. Bruh. I'm so excited right now. So I went outside to get a tripod to put this camera on, and tell me why package delivery services will put the package right behind the door. Like, I need to open the door to get a package. But anywho, look what came in the mail. Let me show you real quick. If I could grab it in one hand. It's a package. I'm going to unbox this and show you what's inside. What's inside is so well needed right now. My body's gonna appreciate this. So stay tuned. Let's unbox. Okay, so we're doing 30 crunches, 30 leg raises, and 30 mountain climbers. Maybe you should do it with me. Guys, this part of the video was just way too long, so I made its own separate video. So if you want a really good laugh or you just want to do the challenge with me, then check the link in the description box and we can sweat and laugh together. It is hilarious. My core is absolutely weak. I ended my active rest day with a much needed stretching workout, and that's what you see me doing here. That stretch was pretty good. I feel relaxed. Now we can finally go take care of all this. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be super quick though. I'm not doing anything fancy, just conditioner and gel-it and go. So let's make that happen along with a quick shower. And then we can finally do breakfast. I guess today was a fasted day. Super fasted because right now it's noon. The last time I ate was last night at dinner around, I don't remember what time that was, but yeah. Alright guys, we're back and this little quick wash and go is done. It took me the time it took to shower, so about 10-12 minutes total for this whole look. I didn't do a deep full-on wash day. If you want to see a full-on wash day with a steam treatment and everything, leave a comment below, that little hair emoji, and then I'll post it for you. I do have it recorded already. I do a lot of random video recordings just for the heck of it, and I never put them out, or I didn't plan to put them out. But if you want to see it, let me know and I'll drop that video for you. But right now it's 1:20, which is way late, so I'm definitely gonna be struggling to meet my macros today. So with that said, let's go make breakfast. I'm thinking something high protein, high carb, high fat, because it's 1:20 and I'm trying to get to bed by 10 o'clock. So that's 9 hours for a lot of macros. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Here's what breakfast looks like. It's a little dry, but we're gonna make it work, you know. I'm gonna perfect this recipe eventually. Meal prepping is underway and I am enjoying this bowl of watermelon while I prepare all of this. So we got Fuji apples here, blackberries, pomegranate seeds, papaya, watermelon, strawberries, cherries, oranges, lemons, and limes. Here's what we're doing for lunch today. It's nachos, nacho libre. Here's what's for dinner tonight, or whatever meal I'm on. It's that Southwest bowl I made the other day, but it looks a little messy because I just threw it together. I gotta take all this down. I didn't really put enough lettuce, but this is what I'm trying to knock down, and then I'm gonna go for a walk. Y'all see what time it is? Almost 9 o'clock. You see this? I have 4 miles left, at least 3.5. I'm just not gonna go get my 45-minute workout in. Hey guys, it's been a minute, but let's wrap it up. First of all, let me show you what time it is. It is, you see that? 23:54. I got 6 more minutes left in the day, and I barely made it today. When I tell you barely made it on all fronts. Today is the day that I nearly failed at this 75 hard challenge. Simply because I just started my meal so late. I've learned this mistake already, but I keep making it. So clearly I didn't make it. I didn't understand it the first time it happened. This is the second time it's happened. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. Typically on the weekends, it's just generally hard for me to meet these goals. Like the day just starts too late, and I'm left struggling. In terms of all the things I had planned today, I even forgot what they were. But I know one of them was to get my meals prepped for tomorrow. And that kind of happened. That kind of didn't happen. I prepped some chili lime chicken to make some Southwest tacos simply because I have some, what's it called? The green salsa. I have some of the green salsa left over and I didn't want that to go to waste. So I made some more chili lime chicken to have some taco bowls this week. I already ate one of them for lunch today. And then I prepped some naked chicken tenders, naked ranch chicken tenders to have for my post-workout meals, simply because I'm still trying to cut out that the protein powder. I'm trying not to have it so much, and especially not the first thing. So I'm trying to have straight up real protein. So I packed up some protein, carbs, and fats to have for my post-workout. So that's what the naked chicken tenders were for. I washed and prepped all my fruits and veggies, so they're good to go. And the goal this week is to reach out for the fruits and veggies as my main carb source. And I wanted to make a lentil wrap, a vegan lentil wrap, but I didn't get around to that. So if I have time tomorrow, and that's a capital if, then I'll make that. Otherwise, I'll just make it later in the week when necessary. What else did I prep? I made some chicken korma, but it's not for me, so there's no need to show you that. And yeah, like the day just, you blink and it's gone, and then you wonder, where does the time go? That's me. I need to be more organized of my time. I don't think I value time enough. You know, I feel like I have all the time in the world when really I don't. So I gotta get that together. And then in terms of my goals, yes, I met my goals. Did I take my selfie today? I want to say yes. I'll put it right here if I did, and if I didn't, just know that right after I'm done filming this video, this outro, I'm gonna take my selfie. But I'm almost sure I did. I took my selfie. Yes, I actually did, because I remember feeling super bloated this morning. So yes, I took my selfie. You see it here. I got my water in barely. Actually, if there's anything that was a strong point today, is my water. I got a solid 8-10 cups in the morning, and then I finished the rest throughout the day. So yes to the water. I didn't have any cheats. Remember, my cheats are things that I order out. I've made things that I could have made them cheat meals, like the nachos I made for lunch, and the waffles. I could have made them to be cheat worthy, but they weren't. And I had to bulk up my macros today simply because eating every 2 to 3 hours just wasn't gonna cut it. Like that dinner I had, or lunch, whatever it was, that chicken bowl that I had, I've never had to consume so much protein in my life. It just left me feeling quite extended. So the goal is to spread those meals out so I can meet the goals. That's the goal. So I think I made the minimum requirement when it came to my macros today. Then we have the general fitness. Today was a rest day in the sense that I wasn't beating my body up at the gym. Instead, you saw that I stayed home and I did some spinning. So that cut it for 45 minutes. My stretch, my core. Can we talk about how weak I am when it comes to my core? Golly, I'm working on it, and by working on it, I do mean that I try to skip core exercises every time they come in the workout, or I do them halfway. So it's maybe time I take it together. So I'll be doing that challenge, that core challenge, every day for the next 2 weeks. So that's that. And then so in terms of my stats, my step goals were met barely. They were the last thing to be met. I hate doing my steps at the end of the day. It just hurts. It hurts so much. My eyes are closing because I'm tired, okay? It's almost midnight and I'm waking up in 4 hours to go work out. So that's that. What else? We got water, meals. Okay, and the book. Again, I woke up in time today to read those 10 pages early in the morning, but instead I just laid and scrolled on my phone. I literally just finished reading my 10 pages right before filming this outro, but it's okay. The focus of these 10 pages today, or the bulk of the 10 pages, and I only read the 10 pages. Usually I read more than 10, but today I read exactly 10 and called it a day. I'm tired. So it was about how to defeat temptation. And the idea is temptation is really just there to force you to make a decision. And until you choose to engage in it, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. So to do that, one thing you can do is you can refocus your attention on something else. And in other words, whatever gets your attention will get you. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I must not watch TV, I must not watch TV, I must not watch TV, you're focusing on what is drawing your attention simply by repeating it. So it's best to find something else to occupy your time, occupy your attention, and that's one way you can defeat temptation. Okay, and then he goes on to say, what gets your attention arouses your emotions. Then your emotion activate your behavior, and your action what you felt. I'm reading my notes and they look like chicken scratch. I swear they look like chicken scratch. I don't know what I wrote. I'll put it on the screen. What gets your attention arouses your emotions, then your emotion activate your behavior, and your action what you felt. And your action is what you, and then you action what you felt. Like I say, we'll stick that in. And then the second point on how to defeat, what are we talking about? Oh my gosh. The second point on how to defeat temptation is to reveal your struggle to a godly friend or support group. And if there's one thing I can vouch for is speaking to others about what you're going through. Now, this is not to say I'm going to volunteer the information, like it has to be dragged out of me, but I do agree that having at least one person you can talk to, it doesn't have to be the same person for everything, but having someone you can talk to really does lift a weight on your off of your shoulder. I can think of many situations where I try to keep it to myself and it just, tore me up inside. I would cry, I would fight myself and find ways to release it, but it wasn't until I shared it with somebody and just poured it that it just felt like, okay, I'm not going through it alone. And then it was only then in talking about it that I found out that my friend was going through something similar, or at least had experienced something similar, and was able to give me advice that helped me to get to where I'm at today. So yes, whatever you're going through may not be something you feel like is shareable right now, but trust and believe, if you find someone you can trust and you can share that with them, it might just do you the favor of lifting it off your shoulder. And just having someone you can count on is important. You can't take on everything by yourself. You're not meant to take on everything by yourself. And then the next one says resist the devil. And the way to do that is to use God's word. And God's word is essentially just knowing verses in the Bible. My mom used to know so many verses in the Bible. She would be sick or she'd be going through something and she'd just be reciting them. And I'm just like, okay, lady, I see you. You know your stuff. And growing up, when I went to church, when I was younger, going to church in the youth group, they used to be little competitions on who can memorize the most Bible verses. And it was fun. It was exciting. And you learn things, and that's something that I maybe can get back into. So one of the tips Dr. Warren gave in the book was memorize one verse a week for the rest of your life, and that way you can equip your weapon. So since tomorrow is Monday, which is the start of a new week, let's start by adding a verse at the end of the video. So I'll look up some verses. Either you can learn the same verses I'm learning, or you can get a Bible if you have one. If you don't have one, you can download an app like the Bible app or something like that, and then you can learn a verse and start building your for lack of a better term, your weaponry. So when the devil comes at you, you can be like, psh, no weapons formed against me shall prosper. I know that one. I know a few others too, but I know that one for sure. So yeah, you can just shout them out in time of need. And then 4 says, realize your vulnerability. I have to say that slow. Realize how vulnerable you are. Temptations are a part of life. Temptations are there to help you develop your character, and don't feel bad if you're tempted. We're all human. We get tempted by different things, and your actions is what's going to determine how much weight that temptation has. So like I mentioned earlier, try to get your mind off of it, do something else, and but definitely realize that you can be tempted, and at those times when you are tempted, it's time for you to pull out those things you have in your arsenal. And then last but not least, is your character is the total sum of your habits. Okay. He used the example of if a husband cheats on his wife sometime, or if a husband never cheats on his, if a husband sometimes doesn't cheat on his wife, then he's a cheater. Okay. That's where we are. But that's everything. Did I forget anything? Oh yes, there is something I forgot. So you know that box I got? I don't know if I answered the clip, but that box I got from Amazon that I was so excited about. Today went by so fast, I didn't even get to open the box. So I guess that means hopefully we open it tomorrow. And I keep saying hopefully because tomorrow I'm anticipating it's going to be a very busy day, a very long day at work, because we're back from vacation. So that box will be in a future video. How future? Yo no sé, pero it's coming. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my fitness struggle. It's been nice having you along for the ride. Leave a comment below. Let me know, how are your weekends? Do you find that your weekends are typically time flies on the weekends? Do you feel like that? Because I feel like during the week I have more time to do more things, which is weird because I have work and other responsibilities, and during the weekend I have nothing but time, but it seems to fly by me. And then yeah, until then, I hope you have a healthy day, a healthy night whenever you're watching this, and of course I hope you make healthy choices. I'll see you in the next video. Good night. Bye. So it's officially midnight. I'm going to sleep. I'm gonna put this hair up. Thing is not even dry, but we're gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna put this hair up and I'm gonna go to sleep.